Hey guys, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. In today's episode, I will
Good on
be
you for stopping that troll.
Right, I was doing an intro. Anyway, I'm going to herbology class, so yeah, anyway.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
It's a
How
freaky
wonderful
looking
it is
plant.
to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Sure, okay.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Isn't that the screaming plant?
Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
Oh, it is.
First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Okay. Oh, God.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Right, that was quite the lesson.
Now for our next task,
didn't learn
we'll be
anything
planting
yet.
Dittany at our potting tables. You can all
Okay.
get started.
What?
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Okay. Rudely just interrupt her? Yes, that's fine.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Yeah, it was fine.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
Oh yeah,
You
I
visited the magic name.
cut that out because it was kind of
Wonderful.
boring.
A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see
Okay.
how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Little
Plant
is fancy,
Dittany
or
seeds.
roses.
Dittany's restorative properties
Shouldn't be
make
too
it
hard.
a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you
Oh.
all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
That's very nice. You can add fertilizer to increase yield.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
There's
Okay.
the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Right, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello.
Oh.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you.
I don't care.
I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the nice work
Oh,
in
that's
Defense Against
so-
the Dark Arts, by the way.
That's
Excuse me?
so
Your
rude.
duel with Sebastian. And
Didn't
he's good.
ask.
Thinks he's
I'm
really
moving
good,
on.
But you outright slaughtered him.
Bye
Here we
bye.
are, home of the Chinese chomping.
Alright, here it is.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Yeah, I'll take all of these, if you don't mind. Okay. That one, and then... Okay.
Look at that.
Simple enough.
That shows them anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Okay.
Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils
Oh,
in
please
tatters.
don't bite me.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Yeah, I guess they could be useful.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there.
They're kind of
Trolls
one
in
use,
Hogsmeade and
though.
such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Yeah,
Take your time.
let's...
I'll see you back in class.
What are those used for? Who knows? I'm sure I'll learn about that later. Whatever those are used for.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves,
Okay, 7 more
I shall
minutes
end our
on that.
lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
I'm not gonna be rude about it, so I'm just gonna...
Magical
Go with
plants
that.
have so much to offer. I'm eager
This
to learn
isn't super
more.
exciting.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay, I'll think about it. I might come by later to pick these up,
Those
because those
mandrakes
take
are
a
really
while.
relishing their new pots.
Well, I'll
Only
go
cost me
to
my
the next
damned
objective,
hearing.
and I'll see you there.
From the ministry guarding the school.
Professor Black would never...
Alright, so, potions class. This sounds a bit more interesting.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
I don't know what the ingredients are. So that would be good to know.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Okay.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
No, the other way. Well, that's not very difficult. Well, that's gonna blow up in his face, isn't it?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
Really?
And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
Okay.
Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Right. So...
My
eggs
parents considered
and
keeping me home
fur.
from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Oh, okay.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
You heard.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew
I'm not
another
letting
potion.
you in there.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth
Didn't
Weasley.
ask.
Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
But what if I don't
suspect
want
that's where
to?
I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
What's in it for me?
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Go F yourself.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Excuse me. There we go.
Keep your potions.
Now, where are they? Here's some fur. And there are the eggs. Wonderful. Ah, I don't need that.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDonald. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Let's see here.
Have patience.
Edurus. Yup, that one. Oh. It was that easy. Well.
And
Alright.
now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Well, the potion's finished.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Do you want it? Yeah?
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
Okay.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay. Bye-bye. Where to
I
next?
think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Yay!
Term.
Alright, I'll be going outside the school for once, so I'll see you there again. Alright, I'm almost there. Gonna meet Natty. There she is.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend.
What
With
is that?
Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
Oh,
I'm
right.
alright at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger.
Nah.
For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I mean, you do you, I guess.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your
Okay.
guard.
It's best if you don't know the details.
How dare you threaten me?
What?
What's going on here?
Well, I guess I'll go investigate. Whatever that is.
Might I beseech you for some
No,
assistance?
not her. Over here.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time.
Don't bully an old grandma.
Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Step aside!
Okay.
You're gonna regret.
Come on then. Okay. Well, that wasn't very hard. Oh.
I'll
Well,
watch
hello.
the light go out of your eyes.
Right. Okay. Challenge of sorts. Oh, well, that missed.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Oh, okay. Bit of a challenge. Got close for this one. Okay. Not too difficult.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Okay.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area.
More collectibles.
I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Yeah, it seems a bit tedious.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work.
But I'm sure
But
I
I
will.
believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors?
Okay,
We can
fine,
see what comes
I'll
of
help
our
you.
little hypothesis.
I
I brought a
guess.
trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Right.
This
Thank you.
Yes, take plenty.
Can
even
I
if
just
you
open it,
already have
please?
some.
Thank you.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Well, let me guess.
I am
Use
curious.
fire?
Incendio.
Merlin's beard.
Yeah.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Is that a timer thing? Ah. Okay, it is.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
How many? Only 3. Doesn't sound too bad.
Incendio.
There we go.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Oh, okay. What's that about?
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do
Okay.
be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
You do that. I'll head to the next objective, whatever that may be. Alright, I have to, speak to a painting? for some reason.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Yeah, please do.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Yep, I'll see you there. Wow, that's really far away. Alright, here we are.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned.
Hold
Helen lives
on a
around here
second.
somewhere.
Grab the fast travel thing. Oh, come
Here
here.
you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do
Do
to
I have
help?
to solve some
I
puzzles?
believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now. But after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust. And she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Yeah, I'm okay with solving some puzzles if they're easy enough, I guess.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Great. Let's go.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Oh. Where we? Um...
Expecto Patronum!
What?
That ought to keep them at bay for now.
Okay.
Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Cool spell.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
Okay.
The Dementors won't harm us now. Still, be careful.
You
I
first.
never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty
Azkaban, huh?
Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
Who's keeping these people alive?
Crucio and the lot of you!
Why are there ghosts in a prison?
They teach you so little of what you should know.
It kind of worries me a little bit.
There's a dark cloud over her.
Doesn't seem right.
All around me darkness, my only friend, my only hope.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Okay.
Are you
Respectfully, right.
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
Nope.
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
So, okay. I think I kinda understood a little bit, maybe?
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins. Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen.
Okay.
Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Oh, okay. Oh, she... Fucking... What? What?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need.
Are you okay?
I'll be all right once I get...
Oh. Okay.
But Madam Thistlewood, All right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Yeah, I'll go look for that. Alright, the cave entrance should be here somewhere. Probably? Oh, down there. Okay. Huh. Well, I mean, there it is. Is there fall damage? Yeah, probably.
This must be the place Anne told me about.
Hmm.
No one's been here for ages.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Oh. Okay. Right. Do I want to pull those? They might have corpses and stuff in there. Is there another way anywhere? I mean... Fire?
Incendio!
No, okay. This one?
It's no wonder I never found that clue.
Is there an order I gotta do it in? I can pull that one.
No.
Ah,
How did you do this, Jackdaw?
This one?
No, that's not it. Accio! It's no wonder I never found that clue. Oh, that's done something.
Oh. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Which one is it? It might be this one.
Accio! You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Oh boy. My dearest Anne, well done, you solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred soul, or no, a spirit, and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I mentioned. There's no telling where it will lead us. I found it on pages that Peeves ripped from a secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find... What? And no one else seems to be able to find. Huh? Am I stupid? That doesn't sound right. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I'm glad to know I shall share my future with you. This is only the beginning. Richard. Peace, I am terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone on alone if you did not. And what fun would that be?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Interesting question. Oh,
could it
here's
be?
A ghost.
Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed.
It wasn't that hard.
Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She's... Well... she's not doing so good right now, but she was fine a bit ago.
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder.
Oh, that... Oh...
I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Oh, I can't seem to go on with that quest, so, I think I'll just leave the ghost murder for the next episode. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.